Go into your working folder and open up ruins.psd, another one of my wonderful photographs taken actually about 25 years ago. But I did something back 25 years ago. These were film. I shot them with the wrong kind of film, and I wound up with 250 photographs of these excellent canyons, and they all had a yellow cast. I hate it when that happens. Now think about laying a photograph down on your desk and covering it with a piece of yellow acetate and looking at it and going, ooh, it's got a yellow cast, and you want to peel back that piece of yellow. Believe it or not, it's almost that easy if you know the color you want to remove. Let's go into our half moon icon and go to curves. In curves, we are not changing tone, so we're not on RGB, are we? We need a color. You say, okay, what color gets rid of yellow? This is Color Correction 101. Color Correction 101 goes something like this. All colors have an opposite value. Red, green, and blue are cyan, magenta, and guess what? Yellow. Blue, yellow, green, magenta, red, cyan. So if we want to get rid of yellow, we need to add blue. So let's go down here. In the blue channel, that's the only thing we're changing. In a color cast, it covers the image exactly from left to right, top to bottom. All we really have to do, 9 times out of 10, if not 99 out of 100, is put a point right here, right in the middle, and move it up or down depending on what you're trying to add or subtract. If we go down with it, we're adding more yellow. It's not the way we want to go. If we come up with it, we are adding blue, and at the same time, we are removing that color cast. Now, it goes without saying, if you're going to do this, and you're going to use your eyes, that you need a color-corrected monitor. That makes sense, doesn't it? If you don't have a color-corrected monitor and you print it, you might see something in the print that's different because they're not synced together. So let's say we got a good monitor, but we're not talking perfect sync here, and your printer is doing good color, but it's getting the wrong information because you don't have a good calibrated monitor. Is there a way for you to color correct an image without doing it with your eyes? And actually there is. And again, this is getting us deeper down the rabbit hole of color correction in a basic class, but let's do it. Click this button right here, and that will reset us. You have 3 eyedroppers over here. Each one of these eyedroppers serves a particular purpose. This is defined black. This is defined white. If you want to do it that way, you can, as opposed to moving the sliders and things over here. This one's for midtones. But the midtone one does something else, which I really do like. If you can click within an image in an area that used to be neutral toned before it got the color cast, like maybe a gray brick or something, and you click on it, what Photoshop is going to do through curves, it's going to equalize the RGB values of that particular area, saying it's gray, and then it's going to spin the wheel back into alignment and color correct the image. It works almost every time if you can honestly find an area that was a neutral color in the real image. Now, most of this stuff isn't. Most of the stuff around here does have a color to it, but there is an area up here that might be kind of hard for you to see, but it's up here in the shadows. And if I come over here and pick up my middle gray slider and come up here and click right about here, as you can see, it solved the problem with one click. Color correction, again, way beyond this class, but color correction is really not that hard. Curves is one of the fundamental tools that we use for things like color correction. And levels I find indispensable for doing things like fixing old photographs and bringing that contrast in. Levels and curves are very powerful tools. Been there since the beginning, and I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon.